Posse cut right here, man. Sean Watts on the track. Zeus, Don One, Rude Boy, Quill, The Gift, and yours truly, Fred Knoxxx. I'm 1 in a million with $1 million flow. Fred DiBiase got the power in it though. If it's a problem, let me know, or I suggest you let it go. Cause it ain't worth the problems that be knocking at your door, homie. Please don't make me hurt you. Disrespect the boss, ain't treated like Virgil. Cause when I write raps, it's beyond your price tag. He's a waste of man.
And welcome back to Around Da Bloxxx with Mike Knoxxx. People, you know what? I'm by myself today. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the headphones. None is needed. None is required, people. Welcome to the new studio, baby. We are here. We are live, and it's the week in professional wrestling. And as always, my name is Mike Knoxxx. I am the head of the table. I am the in-all to be-all in podcasting. Over 3,000 episodes, the best of the best, as we are here joined. This is the unpopular reviews Around Da Bloxxx with Mike Knoxxx. Listen, people, a lot of things to discuss in the week that was professional wrestling. The best part, I've always said this, about professional wrestling is it's professional wrestling. It's awesome. It's fantastic. It's phenomenal, if you will, so to speak. And listen, this past week, a lot of things took place. A lot of things was on the card. First of all, we got Kenny Omega responding to Andrade, who signs with AAA. You know, we got the Macho Man A&E documentary that debuted last night. We got tons and tons of wrestling to talk about tonight. But as always, people, my name is Mike Knoxxx. Follow me on social media, wherever social media is sold, at Mike Knoxxx, spelled with 3 X's, because frankly, like the whore that you dated, I am hardcore. And make sure you follow the unpopular review everywhere, just like Mike Knoxxx. You name it, we got it. We're in the building, people. But this is the morning show. This is Around Da Bloxxx with Mike Knoxxx wrestling show. And frankly, let's just go ahead and get the damn thing started. All right, people, listen, real fast. We're going to go through this real quick. Raw last week, which is back again tonight, which we will talk about later in the program. Raw last week, T-Bar and Mace took on Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre. Yeah, okay. We know how that ended. We had the New Day and Damian Priest took on the Miz, Jackson Ryker, and Walk with Elias, Mr. Elias. We also had Sheamus. Listen, people, Sheamus is that dude. I've been saying it for over 10 years, okay? Listen, I've been watching The Wire. Don't judge me. I want to do their do that they do in Baltimore. I don't know. It's The Wire. Don't judge me. Just love me. All right. Then we had, I'm all here for RK Bro versus Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. I'm here for those fellas, dog. Then we had Asuka and Lana take on Naomi and Nia Jax. Or Asuka, Lana, and Naomi took on Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and Rhea Ripley. I apologize for that one. None of this stuff was great. Charlotte Flair versus Mandy. Again, none of this was great, but Charlotte was the best of the night because she is the greatest women's wrestler. Y'all can't see it right now. I got this backdrop behind me and my new studios all the time. It's Charlotte Flair. So say what you want to say. Drew McIntyre versus Braun Strowman. Winner gets, you know, if he won, he'd have gotten a triple threat match, but that didn't happen. Turn your attention real fast, if you can, if you will, so to speak. Get to your questions in the comments in a second. Then we got Smackdown that happened this past Friday night. Career title match, Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns. Oh my God, what a match. Did you hear Roman's new entrance? Stack them, smash them, pin them. Enough said. The end all, the be all, the head of the table, Roman Reigns prevails. Apollo beats Big E again in a rematch. Bianca Belair kicks off SmackDown. I'm talking about Bianca Belair in a second as well. Turns into a 6-person tag team match. I heard me say 6-person, right? Can't say mixed tag anymore. 6-person tag team match as the Street Profits and EST take on the Old Dogs. And Ding Dong, hello, hey, we want some Bayley. Take on in that match last night. We had the non-title match between Natalya and Tamina, who jumped Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler backstage in that match. What else did take place? Okay, Apollo, like I said, beat Big E And then Sami Zayn interferes in that match or comes out in that match. A lot of things is because of that in AEW. Let's not be remiss by what happened in AEW this week, because the Inner Circle, Blood and Guts, is this coming Wednesday. And I'm telling you this right now, I have not been this excited about a television program in wrestling since Clash of the Champions. There might have been a couple of Raw After Manias, but that's self-explanatory. It's Raw After Mania. But like a regular show, this is not going to be this past week. But we had Chris Santana took on Penelope Ford. Oh, wow. I'm a big fan of Miss Ford. The TNT champion, Darby Allin, was on action. The Young Bucks against the Seidel brothers. Listen, I'm over the Young Bucks. I was high on the Young Bucks. I was high on the Young Bucks in the indie scene. I was high on the Young Bucks in Ring of Honor. I'm low on the Young Bucks as I could possibly go right now. Orange Cassidy takes on Pentagon. Hangman Page, the best in the business, took on trash-ass Brian Cage. Yeah, I said it. Listen, guys, AEW is straight up. Team Taz is ass. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. What's going on, Mr. Smith? Good morning to you too, my brother. As well, I felt like I wrestled a while back because I think it's boring. Can you motivate me back into it? I don't know about that. Because see, here's the thing about professional wrestling. Let me ask you this much, Harold. Do you watch, I don't know, Justice League, Avengers? Y'all see I'm sweating, right? What's that thing right there? Okay, I came from the headphones. That's how I'm here to do off for sweating, right? Because my wife says the house gets too cold. So I can't have it on 76 like I always supposed to have it on. It's going to be on 78. And now I'm in here sweating. You know what? I got a fan. Let's get this thing from stop rotating. Focus right there on my big back. This damn chair in the damn way. Excuse me. But overall, the week in wrestling, and I don't know where to start. And I will start, though, and with Monday Night Raw from a week ago. Because when you see this team right here, Rated RK Bro, what cannot, or what is there anything, if you will, so to speak, that Randy Orton cannot do? I'll wait. We ain't got all day, but I'll still wait. There's nothing he can't do. He's amazing in all that he does. And the bro, the original bro, has grown on me and grown on me and grown on me and grown on me. I'm sorry, y'all. That was my pants was growing also, thinking about my wife. But you get my point here. It's like, I want to hate this guy, but he's over. He's funny. He's just everything to me that pro wrestling is. And you pit him with Randy Orton, it gets no better than that. When you put it, Randy Orton can't do nothing wrong. We're talking about the legend killer. We're talking about the one who burns people's houses down, burns people alive. Ask Mick Foley, ask The Fiend how it feels to go against one Randy Orton. But Raw in itself, but here's what I want to talk about, honestly. I want to draw your attention to her hair. You see the picture on the screen, right? It's a girl named Alexa Bliss once upon a time. And once upon a time, the WWE tried to sell us on the fact that, hey, she is the protege. She is the valet. Insert whatever word you want to insert. I'm going to keep inserting the ones I want to insert. To one Bray Wyatt. Since then, it appears that she's taken over for Bray Wyatt. Why is that? Because we have not seen The Fiend since WrestleMania. I came on this program. I came on this show. I went on Your Mama's Favorites Aunties Network, and I professed, wait, there's more. Is there? Is there WWE? Because frankly, the more and more and more and more and more and more we have to wait to find out if there's more. We don't get more. We get Lily. Oh, look at Lily, y'all. She looks like Alexa Bliss, except for her teeth are bad. If you look at her teeth are actually like skulls. She has skulls on her teeth. Her teeth are skulls. But I sat here and I profess, hey, give it time, right? Give it time, and it'll work. Now, it's only been a couple weeks. And this isn't necessarily even about Alexa Bliss, necessarily. This is about creative. Because when I look at creative, and I go, hey, creative, you gave me this guy. The Fiend. You gave me a guy that I know for a fact that Vincent Kennedy McMahon has been salivating over like a tomahawk steak and what he can do in the ring, outside the ring, storytelling, because wrestling hashtag is storyline. End of story. But then you pair him with her, the damsels in distress. There she go again. In case you didn't see her. There she go. You see her? You don't see her? There she is right now. You pair him with her to help her out, help him out. And then you seem to have forgotten about the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Now, again, this isn't about Alexa Bliss and what Lily can do, although I'm not here for Alexa Bliss completely dominating the women's division as long as Charlotte Flair's around. As long as the delicious Rhea Ripley's around. I don't mind it. But if she gets into the title picture, if they don't go back down the avenue that is Bray Wyatt versus Lily, the Fiend, that is, versus Lily, then what the hell are we here for? Seriously, what are we here for if we cannot get the conclusion of what Alexa Bliss did or didn't do to one Bray Wyatt? It makes no sense. It makes no sense on different levels. Chiming in, my man Jason Michael Campbell. I don't like it when Randy Orton kills the momentum and reminds me of a Team Hell No. I can just see it now. Riddle annoying Orton every time. Imagine they were entertaining me though. Listen, Randy Orton to me, what momentum? And I'm asking that because I'm trying to catch up to where you were putting down. Because the momentum of Randy Orton to me is never dim. He never, how can I say, overshadows whoever they put him against. I do remember the Team Hell No thing, but a lot of people wasn't here for Team Hell No. I'm a Daniel Bryan guy. One of my closest friends, I know him, Dice Man. He's a Kane guy. We both hated him together. Although I'm a fan of it because it worked, I'd rather have the Yes Movement. I'd rather have the Big Red Machine. Team Hell No, it was what it was, and it lasted too long. And they kept trying to make it work. Randy Orton doesn't do anything wrong. So Randy Orton, to me, for me, with one Matt Riddle, is just flat out phenomenal. And I like where that's going. But again, I just keep going back and wanting to draw your attention because how they just write that out makes no sense to me. How we don't get Alexa Bliss having anything else to say anymore about The Fiend. First promo was about Bray Wyatt and who she came and how she did what she did. The second one was where I don't need him. She learned from herself. She took his powers or whatever the hell the storyline is trying to tell us. Which, again, for Alexa Bliss, that's fine. I said here, I tried to defend Christopher F's thick skin. I can bring his name up because I know he's strong enough to take what I got to say. And I'm strong enough to admit when I was wrong. As I say to him all the time, because we don't agree about nothing in professional wrestling. Give it time. This isn't very Bray Wyatt. At this point, WrestleMania does seem like a burial. I got to say, no, there's more. There is no more. As of right now, we haven't seen Bray Wyatt since WrestleMania. So that's a burial because clearly he disappeared after just coming back, after that phenomenal entrance, after that strange ending to a match that I quite frankly understood. But where do we go from here? That is the question. Then that leads us to the best part of Monday Night Raw. Y'all see her. The daughter of the 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, Charlotte Flair, in the ring with Sonya Deville, making the referee apologize as her suspension is lifted. As her suspension is lifted, you can all just echo it with me. She is the greatest women's wrestler of all time. It's Charlotte Flair. And it's that simple. Now, as we get through the week in wrestling, I just want to point some things out. How great she is. But I want to go to what to me was the second best part of this week in professional wrestling. Because the best part, I save for next. But the second best part was this promo on AEW Dynamite between the Pinnacle and the Circle of Inner. And it started off with not the perfect 10, running his mouth, then Sammy Guevara shooting him down, to DTR wasting my time on the microphone, who I'm a fan of in the ring, to finally getting around to LAX, and 2, 1, Chris Jericho and MJF. And here's the thing. MJF is a star. He will be a star. Jericho couldn't come out here because they're the baby faces, right? Good guys versus bad guys, reality versus perception. The circle of inner now are faces. And he couldn't come out, and he started off the whole promo by calling him a prick from the beginning. That's not a face-ish thing to do. But he finishes it off. That promo battle in that ring got me completely hyped for 48 hours to watch Blood and Guts on TNT. AEW Dynamite will be off the hook. This new, they can't use War Games, but it's pretty much War Games. In the cage, surrounded by 2 rings. It's the same as War Games. I am 100% here for the Pinnacle, MJF, and those boys. I'm here for Charlotte Flair. Nobody else matters. Way to go. The fact that Randy Orton is willing to put the young guy over in a singles match showing the type of character Randy Orton is. I also agree with that. But listen, AEW Dynamite this week, wrestling a whole this week, had its ups and it had its downs. A lot of matches on Raw was blah. NXT was pretty damn good, but that's NXT. You can always insert good show with NXT, no matter what. Raw, you don't know. AEW for me, you don't know. SmackDown, it's going to be good. NXT, always good. You can just write it in, always good as NXT. But Friday night came around. My daughter, who I got the privilege and the honor of umpiring her final game, they take on the 16U. My daughter's 11 years old. Her team is 13 to 11 years old. Took on this 16U softball team and whooped their hind parts. Father couldn't be more proud. But I got home and I got to see it. Your tribal chief, your end all to be all, the best of the best, the one who puts the food on and takes it off the table. Your reigning, defending, undisputed, universal champion of the world with new theme music that fits his personality. The head of the table, Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan was a fucking clinic. It came on at like 9:15. I said, there's no way this match is, they wrestled for 36 minutes of SmackDown. That should have been the main event at WrestleMania. We have not seen Edge since WrestleMania. This was a great main event. SmackDown was a good show. The match between Big E and Apollo. Finally, hopefully that's over now that Sami Zayn's inserted his way into that with Commander Aziz. What are they doing with Naomi and Tamina? I think they might actually get those titles from cousin Nia Jackson, Shayna and Baszler, the ones who I call Beauty and the Beast. What did I say? The way he makes NXT. Tomato. NXT is Finn Balor's show for me, but I feel you. But SmackDown again, if I can just go back to how, I'm sorry, SmackDown from start to finish with Bianca Belair coming out. Here's my thing. That's where I was going to go. Because I got to be honest. My God, I got to keep it real. Because that's who I am. Was never a fan of Alexa, the EST. When she first came out, I didn't know. Same thing I was with Sasha Banks. It's the appearance. It's the same thing with her husband, Montez, for me. It's playing wrestling that I have a problem with, right? It's those who are professional wrestlers. It's like people watch wrestling, right? So when they come into wrestling, they think that you're supposed to act a certain kind of way. And by thinking you're supposed to act that certain kind of way, you, to me, come off less authentic, less organic. When I see the EST of the WWE, I don't see authenticity. I don't see it in her husband, Montez. I like them both. I'm here for them both. I'm a fan of them both. I just want them to stop playing wrestling and become professional sports wrestling entertainers. It was a move. She was outside the apron. Montez was in the middle of the ring getting beat up. He kicked out, and her response, y'all know what I'm talking about. Remember when you first seen Sasha Banks? Every time she won a big match, she cried. When you actually have a really big match and you cry, it's like a little boy who cried wolf. You can't cry every damn big match. You can't, oh my God, every fucking match. Because it's wrestling. It's what happens. It's supposed to sell in wrestling. Don't you watch Young Rock? Don't you understand what Rocky Johnson was about? It's about to sell. It's about the gimmick. Work the gimmick, they say. What do you say right here? Wrestling is everything. It's in the house. That's my man A Best, as always. Checking in. Those fellas, make sure you check out Wrestling is Everything. That's WIE on Facebook, social media, everywhere, wherever social media is sold. They are there as well. The boys got a phenomenal following and group of wrestling fans. And what I like about certain groups, and they're one of them, is there's not a lot of bickering and bullshit that goes on. It's just good old-fashioned wrestling talk. You agree, you disagree, you're indifferent, so what? Keep it moving. Jason Michael Campbell chiming back in again. I'm a huge fan of Montez Ford, but I can't stand his wife. Yeah, I think she needs to stop doing for heel, introduce anything, especially when she's a face. Yeah, she does that. Like, and that's not necessarily her. That's the company allowing her to do that. And again, that's the problem with the WWE more than anything. Yes, we know Stone Cold came along and that invented tweeners, right? And from that, and I think that's what the problem with most wrestlers today, most wrestling fans, most people in the business, is that they're trying to be heels and tweeners. No one knows how to be a face anymore. That's the good guys and bad guys, cowboys and Indians. Excuse my, lack of intelligence using the word. Okay, Native Americans. All right, X-Men versus the Brotherhood. You insert it's good guy versus bad guy. That's wrestling. You cannot be the good guy in that. See, that's the problem. See, I know this for a fact, right? Most of you guys and girls, you're wrestling fans, right? But, you're a human. And, you may be a little bit of a geek or a nerd, which today is popular, right? But you may not be as popular with the kids outside. You get picked last all the time. You don't have the greatest clothes, whatever the case may be. So you look at these guys, you go, ooh, I could be this tweener, and I could be a dick, but I'm a good guy. No, you're a dick. You're a dick or you're a good guy. You can't be a good guy dick. Sorry. I just said about it when it came to Jericho's promo, right? Jericho said, the first thing he said in that promo against the Pinnacle was, you prick. That's a heel turn. You can't do that. You have to separate heel versus face. Later in that promo, though, Jericho did a phenomenal job, and he separated heel versus face. And I was proud of that, because at first I thought, well, maybe MJF should go last and Jericho should go first, but, it was not that way. So just looking back overall, the week in wrestling, then you had Andreas, whatever his name is, who gets fired from WWE. He goes to AAA. Everyone's like, where's he gonna go? He's gonna go with Impact. He's gonna go to AEW. No, he went back to AAA, and he comes out and he challenges Kenny Omega. And Kenny Omega says, "I'm busy. Give me some time to think about it." How did they refer to Kenny Omega? The belt collector. You want to be Thanos so bad. You want to be the Ultimo Dragon so bad. But little do you know, there's already belt kings. Okay? You see them titles behind you? We've done this. This ain't nothing new. Listen, I've been collecting belts since 2003. Now, they all pretty old. Pretty dusty. The leather's peeling off. I got a couple slime stones that fall out. But hey, I'm here. Kenny Omega, you want to take El Patrone's challenge? Take mine. Take mine. Celebrity boxing, not the wrestling ring. Get in a boxing ring. Kenny Omega, a.k.a. Seth Rollins wannabe. No, I'm just joking. Kenny Omega's rocking that shit real good right now, and he's real good for AEW, but he's not good for Impact Wrestling. That's the issue. But overall, the week in wrestling, what did you think about it? Comment below, as my man Jeremy Johnson would say, let me know. Overall, I can't say I was too impressed with anything outside. Again, NXT is always going to be NXT, so eliminating NXT. Talking about the three big boys, Raw, Smackdown, AEW. Only one delivered to me was Smackdown. It's the only show that delivered for me. It was the best wrestling entertainment show of the week. It delivered on every single level it was supposed to that it was supposed to deliver on. The matches were phenomenal. The storytelling was phenomenal. The backstage promos were phenomenal. It was the best show, hands down, of the week. And right now, I'm gonna be on this kick every single week, like I am with Charlotte Flair being the greatest women's wrestler of all time. Y'all thought I was frozen on my screen, but I wasn't. Is smash them, stack them, pin them. The head of the table, Roman Reigns, is the best thing in professional wrestling. At me, inbox me, DM me, text my inbox. Anybody you know who knows me, you can find me. I will dare you tell me who's a better person in professional. He's the best heel in the wrestling. He's the best sports entertainment wrestler in the world. He is the most known active professional wrestler in the world. If anybody's even close to him, it's Charlotte Flair. End all to be all is Randy. Is I said Randy, right? And I'm not talking about this Randy. Not talking about the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Can you see that? Okay, there you go. Can you see that? Not talking about the Macho Man, Randy Savage. If you have not caught, by the way, the A&E, right? I have to say it right. Documentary of that man right there. That guy right there. That guy, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Ooh, can you dig it? Very, very good. I suggest you go check that out. Honestly, it's a good show. I just got finished finishing up this morning. Most of that stuff's in the if you have the Macho Man documentary. A lot of people get these things and they don't know that these things have been around for a while, like the DVDs and the 3-disc DVDs. They say a lot of storytelling they're telling isn't new to us. But I like the different way that it's being told that AEW is doing that. And I like that because of that. Harold Smith chimes back in. I'm in wrestling training. I'm sorry. And they're teaching me all about selling on both heels and faces. What Sasha is doing is what Beverly Hills rich preppies are calling themselves. And it's all is extra. See, no, here's the thing with Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks has come a long way. And I'm okay with that. It's Bianca Belair that needs to catch up to where Sasha Banks came from and where she is now. And that's why I won't say I have a problem with her being champion because, hell, let's do it for the culture. But overall, I think she's still a little bit green. I think when it comes to her promo, she's still very green. I think when it comes to her in-ring, she's still very green. But I can see what they see in her. So that's why I guess a lot of it is let go. And a lot of it is, the way it is. And you check out the show. You see that. Oh, yeah, Macho Madness. Can you dig it? But overall, guys, the weekend wrestling, what you think about it, let me know. Comment below. Just overall, I felt it could have been a lot better than what it is. Listen, guys, I'm going to get up out of here. My name is Mike Knoxxx. Thank you for your time. Tell a friend to tell a friend and share this post. I am now and forever will be the reigning, defending, undisputed podcast champion of all time. Fingers.
Everybody's got a price. Everybody's gonna pay. But the $1 million man always gets his way. $1 million
Yeah. It's like the illest posse cut right here, man. Sean Watts on the track. Zeus, Don One, Rude Boy, Quill, The Gift, and yours truly, Fred Knoxxx. I'm 1 in a million with $1 million flow. Fred DiBiase got the power in it though. If it's a problem, let me know, or I suggest you let it go. Cause it ain't worth the problems that'll be knocking at your door, homie. Please don't make me hurt you. Disrespect the boss, ain't get treated like Virgil. Cause